Well, morning guys. An early start this morning at Ken's Jobs. So we've got this old horse box behind me, the old MAN. This is part 3. We need to get the snapped off U-bolts out, get the new spring on and replace the new disc pads, calipers and all the bits and pieces that go with it. So yep, let's get it all sorted and put back together. Right then, so that's the horse box there. All stripped off from the previous video, so we've still got the U-bolt snapped off in there. So I'm going to warm up around the saddle there and we'll smash those stumps back out. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to warm up around these U-bolts and then we'll get them braid through. Right, then that's that one warmed up. So we'll just give that a knock through there. Okay, so that's the first one heated up. So just, there we go. And there we go. There's the first one knocked out. So we'll go around the rest of them and we'll knock them out. Right, so I'm just warming up this the front U-bolt there. 2 back ones are out, so yep, get this one heated and knocked out. Last one. It's hard to get in, get a good square hit at them. That's it. And there we go. That's it off. So, I'm going to try and get the spring in there without taking that shocker off, because that's going to end up a nightmare, because it's not going to come undone. It's going to be seized solid and it's going to end up needing a shock absorber. So I'm going to try and get the spring in without touching that. So there's the new spring. So let's get it lifted in there. Okay, so that's the 2 new U-bolts. I've put some copper slip on where they're going to come through. So yeah, just tap them down there and see if we can get them through this plate there now. I've got the jack in there with a piece of timber, so I'm just going to jack that up there. See how that's levelling it all up there. Right, that's good. I'll be able to line these holes up. They're pretty much lined up there now, but I'll be able to line them up there with a hammer. Just tap the plate, get those U-bolts through. Happy days, guys. We're flying. Right, so that's one U-bolt down. Just got to tap this one now. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. Right then, so that's the nuts on. I've cut a big chunk of U-bolt off, the thread sticking out the bottom because they're way too long and I wouldn't be able to get a socket in, so yeah. Nip them up there now. Nip them up evenly. Right, they're all tight. I'll check them with a bar, but yeah, that's the saddle on and the U-bolts on and the springs on there. So all I've got to do now is get the spring pins in. Get the spring pins in and then I'll nip these U-bolts up with a bar. Okay, so that is the front spring pin in. That's a new pin I've put in there, and I've got the old pin in the hanger, copper slipped up, and then I've got the new pin on the jack there to go through the spring eye. So I've got a lever in there. I'll get a helping hand to lever that down, and then I'll get that pin knocked in. Right, and so I've levered the spring down. I've got the top pin through. I've got the bottom pin through the spring hanger. Put the inside spring hanger, I'm about a quarter of a hole off. I can't get it through. The spring's kind of twisted just slightly over, so I'm gonna have to get a bottle jack in between the cross member at the top and the spring eye and just push it down, and then we can get this bottom pin here in. Whoa, I'm absolutely knackered. Right, so that is the jack in. I've pushed it down, and that's the plate in, and the top pin in. So yep, we'll nip them up now. So that's the spring all tightened up. All I've got to do now is try and undo this jack. There we go. There we go, watch it doesn't drop on us. Get a bit of wood out. And that's the jack out. So yeah, there's the back of the spring all in. And U-bolts are all tight. And the front of the pin in. So yeah, before it goes down on the ground, I'll just check all them with the bar, make sure they're all tight, and then tomorrow I'll get the discs on. Right then guys, that's the MAN rear spring all fitted. Whew. Hard graft that, Jesus. But yeah, it's on. So yep, tomorrow we'll get the discs and pads and the brake chamber and everything put back together, so hopefully get the full back end fixed tomorrow. So yeah, that's it, part 3, springs fitted, jobs are good uns. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again with another Ken's Jobs. Whew.